it's the Bold Republic Radio Show. Last 9.5 minutes-ish or something like that of the program. My name is Glenn Woods. Thanks for joining me. 844-700-BOLD is the phone number. This is Glenn. Who's on the phone?
Hey, it's Jude.
Hey, up there, down there in Casper. How you been?
Good.
Okay.
I've been listening this afternoon, checking in with you and checking back with Sean Hannity and all the other ones. And I came up with an idea that I think is absolutely going to blow this up.
Okay.
Okay, if you're a Trump fan, you vote for your Trump, and then everything after that go Constitution Party members.
Yeah.
Let's not have no more Democrat, no more Republican.
Mm-hmm.
After all, both of them seem to be jumping ship on their own guys. So let's go another way with it.
Sure.
Let's just go either Trump off the top and all the way down the list. Start hitting all those guys that have been in office too long. Hit your constitutional member. I mean, you know what? You need a little bit of both or all three in order to get, pretty well covered under the American people, because there's a lot of us that are not Democrats, a lot of us that are not Republicans, and we like the Constitution Party. They just never get in the door. Let's let them in the door and put Trump in the White House. Let's see what we come up with.
Even if you only got, let's say, 5% Constitution Party people in offices around the country, that would hugely upset things. I mean, the establishment, both parties and the bureaucracy, are not used to stuff like that. That would rattle them.
It would rattle the whole cage.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. Now, I would love to say, hey, everybody, vote Libertarian Party, because I really philosophically agree most with the Libertarians, but they keep putting up nutballs for office, and I just can't.
I know.
I'm so disappointed with it.
That too.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gary Johnson this time around. I'm so disappointed with him. I can't vote for the guy.
We do have some guys on the local level, which we do have control over.
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
We can sure get them in.
Yeah.
Just by, that swing of the arm or point of the finger. I know up in my county in Natrona, I'm doing one outsider and one that's been there, just so that it mixes things up.
You have, okay, I tell you what disappoints me. I went to vote early just because I don't do lines. I'm not going to stand in line. I'm going to get it done early.
I know, we did that all our lives back home.
So I went to vote early, and I get down to a couple of races where I already knew this, because you know me, I already know the ballot before I see it, before they hand it to me that day. And there's two races where there aren't any people running in opposition. They're just going to walk into the seat. That's horrible. Darn. Well, I tell you, last time I voted, 2 years ago, there was one guy that was running for sheriff of this county. Nobody else was running against him. So I decided to vote for Sheriff Longmire. And I found out, from the old TV series and books?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, so I voted for Sheriff Longmire. And, well, that's supposed to take place out here, so why not, And I did see when I went to Buffalo, they had an office for him where you can go in and buy hats and T-shirts and bumper stickers, Longmire for sheriff. And so I wrote him in, and I'm thinking, I did such a funny thing. What an original idea. A lot of people voted for Longmire. And they did it knowing full well that the one guy running for sheriff was just going to walk in, so they might as well have fun with it. But I think the most disappointing thing I've ever seen is a ballot where there's one person running, and he's been in there for, quite a few terms.
X number of years.
Yeah, and no opposition. It just drives me crazy. We can take, when I hear people like you, Judy, say that they want to take the country back, we can take it back anytime we want. It starts with showing up. Just got to show up.
Yep. Well, and the funny thing is, God love, we're stuck with the one newspaper in this state that, is know all, show all, and they endorse their favorites, and they pretty much assassinate anyone that goes up there. I mean, let's face it, these people, if you're going to run for a politic office in Wyoming, you better have a really, really thick skin.
Yeah.
Because they're going to pull the garbage out on you. And just, they're not going to endorse you. And, we have to find another way to do that. And I thank God for your show and a few other you guys that are out there doing your shows, because without you, we wouldn't have real media.
Yeah, you wouldn't know a lot of this stuff. Yeah, and I'm glad in this day and age. See, you're out there too. I see you on social media. I mean, you're aggressive. And that's more of what we need is people on social media. When you find stories that most people don't know about, you take those stories and you spread them as far and as wide as you possibly can so people get this information. Because you, Judy, are the new media. That's why I call it the obsolete press. Newspapers like we have here in the state of Wyoming. Wyoming's a bit different as far as states go, but newspapers in general are going away. And they're going away because of new technology. And the technology that's taking over is your tablet, laptop, and your phone. That's where people are getting the news these days.
I was really bummed when Obama turned over our internet to, the United Nations kind of thing, because we're going to see a lot of censorship. You just saw that the other day back east where there was this big blackout on a lot of areas for internet. We're going to have to get sneaky again, I think. If I have to go back to Morse code, so be it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you're going to hear me on shortwave radio. That's about the only way to do it.
Yeah, ham radio.
Okay.
Breaker. Brian Wood.
Remember all those? Remember those old movies way back when the CB was the big. Okay, again, hang on, Judy. I got to tell the kids out there. And there used to be this thing called the CB radio. Truckers still use them. And all of a sudden, the average citizen thought, hey, I can put that in my automobile. And everybody rode around with a two-way radio, citizens band radio in their vehicle. And it was as big as your cell phone is right now. They made movies about it.
Breaker 19. This is Rubber Duck.
Yeah. Oh, well, now you're hearkening back to one of the famous country songs all the time, Convoy.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So that was the big thing at the time. Yeah, don't start singing it. Please don't. I have to hang up on you.
No.
No, okay. Thanks for calling, Judy.
Anyway, have a good day, dude.
You too. Okay, Judy in Casper. The reason I say up, down in Casper, she used to say, Judy, up in Casper. Well, she's south of me, but at a higher altitude. So she up or down there? Okay. But one of the things we're talking about, and this is that, all kidding aside, this is what I was talking about the last segment of the program. Honestly, the corruption that you see, I don't understand why anybody continues to vote for the noise that we have in, the garbage. And by garbage, I mean the people, that garbage, the trash that needs to be taken out, that we have in politics today, from your city level on up to the federal level. These people were never there because they cared about your city. They cared about you. They care about the future and your kids. That's not why they're there. There's a chance for them to gain power over you, over your property, over your money. That makes them rich and powerful, and that's where they feel secure. That's what they want. And we just keep electing them. Anytime we want, we can shut this down. I had a lady visit me today here in the studios, and she was telling me over in Crook County how essentially they passed an ordinance in Crook County, which landowners were not happy with. There's the short story. And so suddenly on a very cold winter's night, there was a county commission meeting, and man, for the first time, it was packed. Standing room only. Weather did not matter. People got there and told them, now you're going to reverse this. This is not a discussion or a debate. You're reversing this thing. And they got it reversed. And several people that were on the county commission resigned.
Good.
So you see what happens when we actually show up?